My name is Tayson Martindale, and today I'll be inking this drawing of my character Boxboy and talking a little bit about his character design. Okay, so I'm just going to be inking a little drawing of Boxboy over here. It's at my art desk. So I've sketched it out lightly, the outline. I've drawn this character so many times now for the graphic novel that it's like I could draw him in my sleep, basically. You just get so used to drawing him so the nice part about it is I don't have to spend a lot of time trying to get the pencils and everything down just right. I can just go right into inks a lot of the time. So I was trying to work out. I was at a school the other day and drawing some Boxboy drawings for the kids, and I was trying to work out how many times I actually drew this guy for the graphic novel, because it's a 160-page graphic novel. Boxboy's on it for almost every single page. Not every page, but the majority of them. And there's often between 6 and 8 panels per page. So he's in each one of those. So when I was coming up with the design of Boxboy, I wanted to do something that was appealing, that was that you could root for, because he's a character that doesn't speak. He doesn't have a mouth. So his design, I wanted his design to make you root for him, because his actions, as you get to know him in the book and the things he does, his actions will get you on his side, the choices he makes, because he's a good character. He's essentially, he's very black and white. He's very good. There's not a lot of gray area to him. There's gray area in the other characters, and definitely some dark in the other characters, but Boxboy is like the good character. So I wanted you to be able to root for him right away. And so his design was based on that, something really appealing, and really, little cute looking little guy here. And then partly also based on simplicity, because I knew I was going to be drawing him so many times. And my art style is one that is very cartoony, very, very loose, very expressive, instead of super detail-oriented. So I wanted something I could draw quickly and go over lots of times. Actually, if you look, I was looking through my old sketchbooks. This was one of the very first drawings I ever did of Boxboy. Before he had a story, before he had any plot or anything like that. This was just sketching. Sketchbooks are just a playground to have fun in. So that's what he looked like first. Not very cute, very terrifying actually. But I just kind of refined him as we went along. One thing that's I really like about the character, the design of the character, and that really helped me, or helped kind of solidify that, yeah, it was a good character design, was when I've gone to schools and shown the kids the character and the Boxboy and the art and a bit of the graphic novel and stuff. It's about 3 times now some of the kids have come back after lunch and shown me a picture they've drawn of Boxboy, and just by like copying a drawing I did for them, and it looks so spot on. It's crazy how close it is. It almost looks like a tracing, but it's not, because they've got their own little wobbles and little twists and things they added to the character, and little differences like that. And I just love that so much, because the story has some dark, a little wobbly line there, has some dark turns to it. It's definitely got some twists and turns like that, but it is an all ages story. Kids of all ages can read it, and that was one of the things I wanted to do. I wanted to make a character that they could draw themselves and would inspire them to draw. So that all kind of went into the thinking of designing Boxboy and creating him. So we'll just add the little details here, little corrugated edges for the boxes, because his head is basically a big box that's upside down. A little quirk there. And his body is a cereal box. Here's the info. And see, and that's the thing too, like with my style, it's not super detail oriented. It's very cartoony, And because it's for a comic book, right? It's for a graphic novel, so the reader's only going to be spending seconds reading it, right? Each panel, not even a second. It's going to be like maybe half a second before they go on to the next panel. And in a 160-page graphic novel, that's a lot of reading to do, or that's a lot. That's not a lot of time that they're going to spend on each drawing. So I want to spend time on each drawing and do a good effort. But I didn't want to add more detail than was necessary because I wanted to finish the thing. And that's actually so as you'll see here, like this would be where you'd write the side of the box with all the calories and ingredients and things. It's just some scribbles, but it suggests what it is. Yeah. And also we're trying to figure out the this way. It was going to be like this side up or this or what, but this way I just didn't want to write it too many times. And that's one of the things too. It was always one of my dreams from like grade 3 when we had Author's Day in grade 3. My teacher had that when all the kids got to write their own little novel or little book and illustrate in it and read it to the kids and the rest of the class, and we'd vote on which ones we liked. Since then, it's been my dream to have a graphic novel published or comic book published. And I never would have got there unless I followed the advice of one of my favorite creators and storytellers, Jason Brubaker. And I was listening to one of his YouTube videos. If you've never watched them, go to his channel. He's got so many good, genuine, honest videos that are just so inspiring and so encouraging. But he said, just finish a project, finish it. Jake Parker, another one of my favorite creators, his mantra for art is finished, not perfect. And I had part of the reason why I started Box Boy was to see if I could finish a big long comic, because I have suitcases and suitcases full of little comics I've made all through my life in my mom's basement, where it's like 4 pages and then I stopped and then there's nothing, no finish to it or anything like that. So I wanted to see if I could finish something and have it finished. So that's part of the reason why I started doing Box Boy. And then, just finishing the project opened up opportunities. That's the one thing Jason Brubaker said. It might not be the opportunity you are expecting, but it will open doors in one way or the other. So I finished the book, and then I sent it off to a few places, and I heard back from 215 Inc. saying, yeah, they'd love to publish it. And it's a dream come true, and I'm so excited, so thankful for it. And none of that would have happened if I hadn't finished the book. So if you want to get a book published, if you want to make comics, just make the comic. Just finish the project and doors will open. This guy's almost done. Little Box Boy. Maybe we can add some little snowflakes or some leaves. We'll add some leaves flying in the background here. That's probably just, yeah. Okay, so that's Box Boy done. It should be coming out in stores later this month, March 2018. So there he is. And thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. Look for Box Boy coming out this March. And look over here. This is one of my favorite. This is the first ever Box Boy fan art done by my good friend Oliver. He's the cutest. I love that kid. It was awesome. All right, thanks. See you guys later.